4 reasons Rihanna deeply dislikes Kendall Jenner. Number 2 is really strange. Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. Betrayal, lying, and harsh gossiping. Here are the 4 reasons why Rihanna deeply dislikes model Kendall Jenner. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Kardashian drama and news. Number 4. Friend Stealer. Even though the Hollywood billionaire Rihanna and highest paid model in the world, Kendall Jenner, run in the same friend circles, these two ladies are anything but friends. Ever since Kendall Jenner came into the spotlight, the media has been observing the relationship between the successful women. After all, both Riri and Kendall are incredibly successful, smart, and beautiful. Plus, they have a similar style and many close friends. Well, you would be surprised to hear that one of the reasons why Rihanna truly dislikes Kendall Jenner is because of the way she stole one of Riri's friends. Don't know what we're talking about? Well, let's break it down. In the years 2013 to 2015, Rihanna was super close with the international model Cara Delevingne. The two were truly best friends as they did everything together, from red carpet events to private dinner parties in New York. Both Cara and Rihanna would talk about their close friendship by sharing how they met and why they bonded so quickly. Cara once stated, "We get silly with each other. The first time we met was because she came up to me and slapped me on the bum. It's portrayed like we are just party buddies, but there is much more to our friendship. We have busy schedules, but no matter where either of us are in the world, we know we can just pick up the phone and unload on each other and that we are always ready to listen or offer advice. She is very special to me." Cara even wished Rihanna the sweetest 30th birthday wish. Sharing an adorable collage on her Instagram page, the British native model wrote in the caption, "Happy belated birthday, Robin, you dirty 30-year-old. Time has flown by since we first met, and wow, has it been such a wonderful roller coaster. Cheers to all the mind-blowing memories and all the ones to come. Love and miss you always, XXX. Well, even though Cara and Riri were hashtag best friend goals, their dynamic changed once Kendall Jenner appeared in the picture. As it was revealed by insiders, Rihanna did not appreciate the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star stealing her friend away from her. Here is what the sources had to share about Rihanna's point of view. Riri's feelings were extremely hurt and finds it even more embarrassing because to her, Kendall's just a talentless brat. Rihanna has always kept a lid on her possessive streak with Cara because they've had this magnetic attraction towards each other that's never been threatened by anyone else. Sure, they both have other BFFs and partners, but they've always found they could pick up where they left off when they next hung out. Number 3. Replaced Jordan Dunn. It's no secret that the modeling world is highly competitive. With many beautiful faces across the globe, it's very hard to be recognized and appreciated. Well, after 3 years walking the Victoria's Secret fashion show, model Jordan Dunn did not like how she was replaced with Kendall Jenner at the very last minute. Everyone knows that the Victoria's Secret fashion shows are some of the most iconic and well-watched events in fashion and the modeling industry. That is why most models try their very hardest to make it to the exclusive catwalk list. Even though Jordan Dunn was set to walk the 2015 VS show, she was shunned aside because of the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star. But that's not all, because as it was shared by the insiders, Rihanna did not appreciate this change as well. Set to perform her hit songs on the catwalk, Rihanna backed out of the show because of Kendall. The Mirror reported on the mini scandal, Rihanna was set to hit the stage for the biggest show of the year that will air on CBS in December, making a great platform to push her new album, Anti. But she suddenly pulled out, leaving Ellie Goulding to take her place. Heat magazine claims that Riri sacrificed the coveted spot on the runway for her BFF Jordan, who she has grown close to over the years. Jordan Dunn apparently even jokingly tweeted how glad she was that Rihanna wouldn't be at the 2015 Victoria's Secret fashion show. Number 2. Friends with Chris Brown. Now, for the most shocking part of this Hollywood beef, while many fans may think Rihanna hating Kendall Jenner for having similar friends is petty, we suggest checking out the next scandal. If you grew up in the 2000s, then you most definitely remember the jaw-dropping scandal that revolved around musicians Chris Brown and Rihanna. In 2009, the pair called it quits after Chris got physically abusive towards Rihanna, leaving the Barbados native in bruises and marks. The whole world witnessed what a horrible person Brown was. Pictures of the singer's bruised face surfaced the internet as this Hollywood scandal became an international headliner. Chris Brown was arrested following the fight and the incident and was sentenced to community service and domestic violence counseling. Not to mention the restraining order Rihanna had made against her ex-boyfriend. Now, as you can imagine, this Hollywood event and incident is one the entertainment industry will never forget. Almost a decade later after the initial fight, Chris Brown has come forward with his side of the story and how he felt like a monster for treating his girlfriend so badly. In his new documentary, Chris Brown, Welcome to My Life, the R&B artist opens up about the entire event and how in love he was with Rihanna at that time. Along with stating how he wanted to marry Riri, Chris confirms that he was abusive in the relationship. The singer shared, "She hated me after that. I tried everything. She didn't care. She just didn't trust me after that." From there, it just went downhill because there were too many verbal fights, physical fights as well. Mutual sides. We would fight each other. She would hit me, I would hit her, and it was never okay. There was always a point where we'd talk about it like, what the F are we doing? Like, I don't like you slapping me. If I go on stage, I got a scratch on my face and I got to explain it like, oh no, I fell. If you got a scar or a bruise, you got to put makeup on. I'm not even trying to put my hands on any female. Now, as you can imagine, this time in Rihanna's life is very traumatic to look back on, which is why the Barbados singer was upset and frustrated when she found out Kendall Jenner was still very good friends with Chris Brown. According to sources who shared in 2014, Kendall would send very risque pictures to Chris Brown over the phone, calling Kendall obsessed with Brown. Here is what the close sources stated about this Hollywood friendship. She's often sending him selfies in her sexy poses. Kendall is pretty much obsessed with Chris, and she says she's totally in love with him. She says she goes weak for him and claims that they have this amazing chemistry. She's often sending him pictures and calling that night to chat and to find out where he is. Everyone knows Chris is bad news and doesn't have a good track record with being loyal. She thinks Kendall would be dating down. The insider then continues to say dating Chris would eventually make Kendall more famous. Kendall looks at Kim and Kanye's brand and wants a famous boyfriend. Kanye tells her that she needs to make smart decisions. Kendall thinks that if she's a model with a controversial chart-topping boyfriend, she could be more famous than anyone in her family. No wonder why Rihanna and Kendall Jenner don't get along. Number 1. A$AP Rocky. And last but not least, let's talk about Rihanna's current relationship with the rapper A$AP Rocky and how Kendall and A$AP were once an item too. At the beginning of December 2020, several rumors started to circulate on social media that seemed to confirm this exclusive relationship. According to sources, after years of being just friends or friends with benefits, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky took their romance to a whole new level. Because by late 2020, numerous insiders were ready to confirm this brand new Hollywood romance. Well, even though Rihanna and Rocky are the couple everyone wants to talk about, things were a bit different in 2016. A couple of years ago, Rocky was in a secret and private relationship with the highest paid model in the world, Kendall Jenner. Kenny and Rocky were first linked in 2016 after they were seen attending parties in Paris. A few months later, the supermodel and the musician were seen getting very cozy at the 2017 Met Gala event, and that's when the insiders went on to reveal some behind-the-scenes secrets. Kendall and A$AP Rocky went to the Royal Albert Hall and made no secret of the fact that they are a couple. There was a lot of touching going on. It wasn't the behavior of two people who are just friends. Kendall seems very into him. And so, while Kenny and Rocky seem to be very flirty and charmed by one another, it is Rihanna that has ultimately won A$AP Rocky's heart. Because just a couple of months after dating the Barbados singer, Rocky has declared Rihanna as the love of his life. Even though we can't imagine Rihanna thinking about Rocky's past relationship with Kendall Jenner, the fact remains, Rihanna is the absolute winner in this Hollywood beef. What do you think? Do you think Rihanna has every right to dislike Kendall? Was Kendall in love with Chris Brown? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.